we need to be going over in this lesson today. So this is like the final sort of lesson before you test. Other than your manoeuvres, you know, if we have some time left over in this lesson, we will be going over your manoeuvres anyway. What do you think is most important right now? Where do you think you're a little bit weak?
Definitely roundabouts.
Okay. So do you think we could work on that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. How about we go over possibly every roundabout you're going to go over on that side of Leeds. Now, Gipton, they're easy. Eastleigh Road, that's easy enough. Okay, there's a couple of points I want you to realise with roundabouts, and I think Amber will tell you about a young lady called Mia. Amber, can you remember that Mia sort of thing? Can you let Nabila know about Mia? And can you remember what happened on the first test she did?
Yeah.
How many minors did she get?
No minors.
Zero.
Yeah. She went on roundabout. She didn't check mirrors and she failed a test.
Okay. So was that going on to the roundabout or exiting the roundabout?
Exited.
Okay. So she had no fault. She trained it. She trained it to a very high standard. In fact, the examiner was distraught that he failed her.
Yeah, only
He said, "Look,
mistake.
I'm really
That's
sorry,"
it.
but he goes, "Look, there's nothing I can do." He goes, "Look, you just didn't look in your mirror when you exited
That's
the
it.
roundabout, not the roundabouts, the roundabout." So on one roundabout throughout her test, she did not look in her left mirror when she exited the roundabout, and it failed her. He goes, "Your driving was beautiful."
Not even minors.
That was the word he used, beautiful. Okay, that means what we need to do is we need to go around some roundabouts. We need to make sure we're checking our mirrors. Now, you know, coming onto a roundabout, you check your mirrors. Going round a roundabout, sometimes you check your mirrors as well. But you know, when you're physically coming off the roundabout, you need to check your mirror there, your door mirror. So whatever side you're going off to the left, look in your left mirror. Going off to the right, look in your right mirror. But I just glance in both. So whichever side I've got more space, I'd look in that mirror as well. There's no harm in looking in both if you've got time, and you do have time. So the point I'm trying to make to you is throughout her driving was absolutely beautiful. Genuinely, I have never ever seen anyone being taught to that sort of standard in my life. I've trained a fair few instructors, look, and I'm not saying Amber's the best, I'm not saying she's the worst, but my God, she taught her to a good standard. That was, man, that girl would pass for an instructor. Her driving was just so smooth. It was literally fluid. You know, you'd give her two maneuvers, you'd give her two things. You'd say, go from 8 to 10 left, and whatever. You'd fall asleep in the car. Her steering was so smooth. And when we met her, oh my days. That laugh tells you. It was a local girl that was training her. It was a local girl, and then Amber took over. And it took her, how long was she? About a month?
Yeah, I think 5 weeks.
Yeah. About same sort of time as you, about 5 weeks. But my God, you know, she could not bay park at all. Man, even I don't bay park as good as her. She does it in one. Do you know? Literally, she moves and she lands. She doesn't stop in a maneuver. She's looking everywhere. Man, there'd be an aeroplane flying over. She'll even tell you what flight path it's on. So the point I'm making is observations, and that was the only one thing she did wrong. She looked in a mirror, but she looked in a mirror before she went off, not as she was going off. So it wasn't counted. So what you and I need to do is make sure that my pupil doesn't fail a test on that, okay? So I'll never hear the end of it from her. Okay, because I mean, she did a test a week after, and she flew through a test. No, I think one minor she had when she passed the test. So her driving standard was very high. So to pass your driving test in HAREHILLS, your driving standard needs to be reasonably high. So what you and I are going to do, we're going to go over some roundabouts together, go over a couple of lane changes, making sure you understand them, making sure that you're confident with them, and you have a good grasp of roundabouts before you go for your driving test. Okay, so move off when you're ready. At the end of the road, turn left, please. So at the end of the road, turn left. So we'll go over every possible roundabout we can do in this time frame. So what we're going to do first, we're going to go over Colton roundabout. So we're going to go up Sober Road. So when we turn left at the end of the road, keep right. However you want to interpret that, however you want to understand that. So your driving examiner will say to you, oh, you sat nav. So they'll say at the end of the road, turn left, keep right.
Just stay in this bit.
Yeah, I would, yeah. So now look in all your mirrors again. Good. Look into them again. So when you turn to the left, you'll land in lane 2. Look in your mirrors all again. That's it. That's nice. And now look in all your mirrors again. No, your light's green. Your light's green. You're looking at the wrong traffic light. I like the way you saw the girl, but your reaction was a little excessive. See the mistake she made similar to that other girl. It's just one of them things. So you need to make sure you're looking at the correct traffic light. How could you avoid that misunderstanding? How would you know the traffic light's for you? Sometimes, shockingly, it's quite simple. The traffic light faces you. It's on your lane, it's on your side of your lane. See how she's picking up speed? She's possibly going to change lanes. I think it's Uber delivery, whatever they are. Parcel delivery companies. So we're going to change into the lane on the right. Are we following the signs for Temple Newsom? Yep, Sub Road. So we need to do a lane change.
Right.
Lane 1. That's right. Cancel the signal. So make sure that you're always in the first lane of the option that you have, so you're always keeping left. So I don't mean all the way to the far corner, but you're keeping left in the allocated lanes that you're in, so it's easier to drive and less stress. So if it goes wrong, at least you're in control of what you're doing. speed limit here is 40, sorry, not 30, okay? Well done, good. Continue following the road ahead. That's nice. I'm referring to slowing down for the workmen. That's nice, good. As a rule of thumb, I always leave a meter,
Me too.
so I make sure I'm not overhanging. Or tighter than the tarmac so I can see the line, just in case I end up going over the line and not realising it. Continue following the road ahead. If we're quiet in the car, don't worry. You've done nothing wrong, but we need to give you time to process, to think about what you're doing along and on the road. When we need to explain something to you, we'll tell you in good time, don't worry, okay? As we go ahead at these traffic lights, keep in the left lane. Keep to the left, more to the left, more to the left, more, that's it. Keep going. Look at the floor markings, that's why. It's an easy test fail. And now I want you to find a safe place to pull up on the left, somewhere close to where that white coloured car is. Don't go too fast, so you're able to assess your surroundings. Anyway, over here for me is perfect. But make sure we don't block the junction, okay? So behind that white coloured car, but leave one car space. Anyway, here for me is beautiful. Lovely. Okay, before we do move off, we are going to move off very soon. Explain to me what you can see on that sign. So tell me how many exits there are.
1, 2, there's 3.
3, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me the busiest ones.
Crossgate.
There's an order. I'm not being silly with you. Can you see the order? There's actually an order there.
Oh, okay.
So when I say order, I mean like a pecking order of the busiest, busy, and not busy. Look, and you'll see it. Can you see it? It's there. It's in front of you. You've told me there's 3 exits, haven't you?
Yeah.
How do you know there's 3 exits?
Because
It's not a silly question.
I'm looking at the lines.
Yeah, the lines. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep looking at the lines. Tell me how I'm working out an order.
What do you mean?
Keep looking at the lines.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, look at the lines and see how I'm working out the busiest, then the second busiest,
Get
then the...
smaller. Like,
There you are. That's it. You're making sense. So which is the busiest road?
call it in.
Okay. Sorry, say that again.
Call it in. Oh,
Is it?
it gets small. It's getting smaller when it comes to
Okay, so which is the thickest line?
the Crossgate.
That's the busiest.
That's the busiest, okay.
So which one is the second smallest line?
So,
Yeah. And then the third one?
call it in.
So Colton is like a local route. It's a small one.
Small. Okay.
And then the Selby one, that's a busier road. Yeah? And the one on the left, Crossgates, is a super busy one. It's the one where it's really busy. Do you now understand it? Yeah? Okay, so if I'm turning left at the first exit left, I need to give way to people coming from Colton and coming from the M1. Yeah? Okay. Do you know if I said to you the 12 o'clock on that roundabout, where would it be? Could you tell me where it would be on that roundabout? Yeah? Immediately in front of you.
Yeah.
So it's between the letter S of Crossgates and the letter S of Selby. Yep. So the busiest one is obviously going to be coming from Selby. That's the motorway rule. So the A1, the M1, so the M1, M62 is a motorway. The A1 is very similar to the motorway. So it's the same type of rules of the motorway, because that's why it's in blue. The one below is in green, so it's Selby, so it's a ring road. So it's a busy road, it's in green with white text. Yeah, so the yellow font is telling you that it's a ring road. Then beneath there, Colton is written in normal text. That means it's just a normal sort of area, little estate. Now when we are turning left there, you need to watch out for anyone coming from your right. Now if they're coming from the M1 or Selby, they'll be coming at a faster pace.
Yeah.
So do you know your 3 o'clock there? It's actually your 4 o'clock. So you need to be careful. You need to be careful where they're coming from. Now when you go, you need to really move quickly and get out of there. Okay?
Yeah, that's a bit high.
So what you need to do is, as you're approaching, you see where that bus stop is on the right? By that time, you should have an idea of how fast that road is moving. So when you make a judgment call, respect it. Like, trust your judgment call and go with it. At this roundabout, you'll always be taking the first exit left.
Always.
Always, yeah. When we take the first exit left, we're going to go towards Crossgates. We're going to follow that road ahead. We're then going to take the third exit at that roundabout. We're going to go ahead. Can you remember we do that? What lane would you normally do that in?
So there's 2 lanes, but
Yeah.
both of them go
Yeah.
right. You can go right, but stay in the best is left lane.
And let's keep our right signal on.
On, yeah, and then take it off after the second exit.
Yeah, signal to exit on that roundabout as well. Okay, so let's move off. Let's get this done together. Okay.
So when I'm exiting the second, do I signal?
Signal left. Yes, you do.
Left. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now keep your speed pace at a speed that you can process the roundabout. So now start your routine, and now look for the people coming round the roundabout as well. Start your routine from here. We're turning left. Good. Now analyze. Look at what position you need, and we can't see anyone coming from the M1, but they're coming from Colton. Angle the car to your left. Look there if it's safe. Go. Yeah, that's it. Fine. Look in your mirrors as you exit. That's fine. There we are. Simple as that. So most of the traffic was coming from the M1.
Yeah.
And they're the ones that you need to watch out for, but you glance over to anyone coming out from Colton as well. And most of them that come out go towards Crossgates. People that live in Colton very rarely come into the city centre. They'll come to Crossgates to go shopping. It's where Asda, Tesco's, Morrison's is. Okay, so we're going to follow the road ahead. And remember, we said we're going to take the third exit.
Yeah.
Your speed's good. Maintain this. So while you're looking here, so while you're processing, yeah, well done, good, it's working. Do you know when you go through that 30 sign, I want you to adjust your speed without braking. See if you can manage it in this lesson today. Without braking, if you can go through there, I'd be impressed.
The 30.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get to the roundabout and we're going to take the third exit. So we don't need a signal. We're going to stay in this lane at the moment because the roundabout's not here yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And the speed limit is
30 now. It's 30.
everything is fine. There's no issue. And go when you're ready. So the speed limit, Nabila, is 30, yeah? Hem. Yeah, don't be getting excited with your speed, you know. So at this roundabout, we're going to take the third exit, and we're going ahead. We're following the sign for Seacroft, yeah? So we're going to remain in this lane. We're going to follow the road round, like you said, with our right signal on. So let's start that now, yes, and stay in this lane as we go around. Because our lane has an option of 3 exits. So we're going to keep to the left as we go around. Lovely. And we're going to keep the signal on as we go around. So 1 exit done. This is your 2nd exit done. And now signal to exit your roundabout, and make sure we don't make that mistake by checking our mirrors as we exit. That's lovely. So we know the speed limit's 40. We're going to increase our speed and travel at an appropriate speed. So when it's safe, we're then going to keep left, yeah? So we're going to move back into the lane on the left when we have a safe opportunity. Yep. Should it now? We can fit in. We can try fitting in. That's it. Cancel the signal. That's fine. A little bit over the line. That's fine.
Okay.
That's it. We're going to waver like this. That's fine. Increase your speed and keep this position. That's fine. Well then, at the next roundabout, we're going to go ahead again. 2nd exit. So come back into your lane. At this roundabout, 2nd exit, go ahead, we're following sign for Seacroft. So most of the traffic that comes here comes around, and it comes around fast. But the traffic that comes from your right can come ahead in both lanes. That's nice. Now do your routine to exit. And now look at your new speed limit.
Okay, that's
Increase.
70.
So do you know the new speed limit? It's the national speed limit
70.
on a dual carriageway. So what's the fastest you can go on a dual carriageway in a motor car?
70.
Yep, that's fine. So pick up speed reasonable, but make sure you're always in control. At the next roundabout, we can see the picture on this roundabout is green. So that means this is a primary route, it's a busier road. So traffic here comes around faster, and it's all important routes on this road. And that's the Eid, lads. I think you can see it, can't you? At the roundabout, look at the floor markings. We're going to go ahead. So reduce your pace. Stay in this lane. Take your time. We're going to go ahead. Now do your routine to exit. And remember, we need to check our beautiful. Well done. She's come a long way, hasn't she? Wow. Well done. And now we know the speed limit is 40, and we're going to continue following the road ahead. So we're going to remain in this lane, lane 1. We're going to follow the road ahead, and we've got another roundabout that we're going to come across. At that roundabout, we're going to follow the sign for city centre.
You know them roundabouts, they were like mostly the same, wasn't it? That second exit
Yeah.
ahead. Okay. All over.
I want to remove like a little thing in my head, and it's working. Yeah, you know, I want to make sure that I'm not thinking, oh my god, and I'm not. I'm very happy with the way you're driving. And I think you've come a long way.
Yeah.
Watch him launch his car, put launch control, and he's like, woof, and he's off. There, look, told you. And if you ever do buy a car like that, you know, like a Cupra or whatever, and it has launch control,
Yeah.
check your gearbox.
That's it.
You're going to have a knackered car. Well, that's all they do, just sit and press launch control,
Yeah.
pressing, and it's like, psst, and it goes and it stops, they go and stop. You can't drive very fast nowadays.
Yeah, exactly.
There's cars constantly on the roads, and it's unsafe to launch cars. You know this roundabout, you'll be taking the first exit left. Can I let you do it on your own?
Yeah.
Just kind of let you just...
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. First exit.
So, yeah, so if you take the first exit, and that's usually what you would be doing on this roundabout.
I find the first one's more easier.
So if you follow the signs for the city centre. Take the first exit left. Amber, your opinion, please. There we are. Superb. Your approach was good, your speed was good, your observation were on point.
Can I ask a question? The speed? The speed here is...
What's that?
The speed here is... 40.
Speedy? I don't know, you told me.
40.
There we are. If it's going to change, it usually changes at the start of the road or at the end, usually. So as you're coming through, you just glance, and if you're going to see a speed limit change, you'll see it there, whether it's existing and what it was previously. Okay, so I've got 2 more roundabouts I want to do with you to finish off my segment of this lesson before we move on to your manoeuvres. So follow the road ahead. Soon you'll get to what I call awkward Mackies. Do you know the roundabout?
Yeah, yeah.
If you can turn right there for me, please. Third exit.
Right there,
Can I tell you at what point you need to move into lane 2? Can I show you at what point we expect you, okay? So drive normally, and I will tell you at what point I think, like, oh, I need to move. And I'll tell you at what point we move, as in experienced drivers, okay? So you're driving good, your speed's lovely. You're doing 35 miles an hour. Maintain 35. So like I can, at the back of my mind, I'm thinking this road's quite bendy. So I'm driving at a good speed, 35, 36, maintain 36. So my driving examiner, he will tell you to follow the road ahead, and then at the roundabout, take the third exit, turn right. Keep going. Now I'm looking round the corner, and I can see cars. I do a lane change now, so I check my mirrors, and I do whatever I need to do. Yep, that's fine. Don't drop your speed. Go and travel normally. Cancel your signal. So don't drop your speed when you're doing a lane change. And that's exactly when we do it. And we're going to go ahead, and they're turning off and they're doing their own thing. So can you see how what we do? We literally make the lane change as soon as we can, and we stay in this lane.
Well, you
Pick up
must
speed
turn right as well, yeah.
because we know the speed limit's 40. Try and stay above 35. Then at the roundabout, turn right, third exit.
Third exit, got you.
No, look at the car. Go when you're ready. Now he wasn't signalling, was he? Do you understand why he wasn't signalling?
Just go in.
Third exit. Now do your routine to exit. Do you understand why he wasn't signalling? Where was he going?
Just go in the first exit, wasn't
He was going ahead, wasn't he?
Just going ahead.
So he doesn't need to signal. That's it. He just made a little mistake there. And that's why I've intentionally brought you on roundabouts to set you up to make the mistake, to understand it. We're now going to take the second road on the left, which is not this one here, the one after.
Oh, yeah.
This one here, Montague Place. I want you now to find a safe place to pull up on the left. Anyway, here it's fine for us. So do you understand the mistake you made there?
Yeah, I think I got too excited then.
No problem. All you do is don't go if it's not safe.
Okay.
Yep. But on your driving test, if you do go, you will fail your test. It's an Audi. They drive very, very fast. So it's like a very quick car. And you're getting to a junction, you're getting to a set of traffic lights, wherever you are, roundabout, whatever, and you're going ahead, you're going right, and he's on your right. Just be careful. Audis are very quick. Move off on it safe. At the end of the road, turn left. At the roundabout, third exit, turn right. That's the last roundabout you're doing with me in this lesson. So do you understand why I stopped you there?
100%, yeah.
Well,
Let me signal
simple
or
mistake,
something,
yeah. Do you know if it's not safe? Just don't go roundabout. Simple as that. At the end of this road, turn left, because you can only go left. At the roundabout, take the third exit, turn right. That's the instruction that's given to you over here. So over here, you just follow the road up. It set you at the roundabout, turn right, third exit. You can only go left here, so it's not going to tell you to turn left here, because you can only go left here.
Yeah.
Now when you're turning left here, look in both them lanes before you go.
Third exit.
So at the roundabout, take the third exit, turn right. Follow the signs for cross gates. And relax. Go on, explain yourself.
Went too fast, didn't
I'm not in. You're not in trouble, so it's no big deal.
I?
But explain yourself so I can get into your head. What was the reason of swerving?
What was the reason?
Do you know when they can't swerve to the left?
Yeah.
What?
Because I thought we were getting close to the black car.
Then slow down.
Slow down.
No big deal.
I didn't.
Yeah. I mean, I like my car as it is, but unfortunately, you'd fairly test doing that because you didn't do a left mirror check. Because if there was a cyclist in your side, he would have been a sandwich. Okay? So it's very important that you look in your mirrors before you take any sort of evasive action. Okay?
What got me panic was so
All you had to do there was just ease off your gas and slow down.
Yeah.
If you were going to stop, you should just stopped in a straight line. Then you wouldn't even have to do any sort of left or right mirror check. You just look in your rear view mirror and stop. You made a mistake, so what? Take the next road on the right, and we've got one final roundabout, two more final roundabouts to do. At the roundabout, go ahead, second exit. Superb, well done. Do you know if you take your time and do it at your time, you do it well.
Yeah.
When you try and do it any faster, you're not experienced enough, and more than likely you will make a mistake.
Panic as well.
Yeah, you just make yourself panic. go ahead, second exit. There we are, well done, not bad. And that's majority of the roundabouts you're going to go over on your test. That's most of them. There are a couple of more, but it's not worth going out of your way just to cover them.
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty fine. That's not bad.